Welcome to another episode of the Window Seat Podcast. I am LP, joined by my co-host, Blind from the Truth. What up, dog?
What up, man? We still on this bus seat trying to figure out how we sharing this show.
We are. Um, so where can you find us? Right now, somewhere everywhere. Instagram, the Window Seat Podcast, no spaces. Facebook, the Window Seat Podcast. Twitter at Window Seat Pod. YouTube, just search the Window Seat Podcast.
Yeah.
And of course, you can always hit us up via email at the window seat podcast at gmail.com. Right?
Yep, that's it. And Facebook.
Oh, yep, Facebook and Bandcamp.
Yep, Bandcamp, which once again, all the episodes are gonna be on Bandcamp. So if you go to iTunes and you only see 3 or 4 episodes, which is linked or RSS feed from our SoundCloud, which is gonna be about 3 or 4 episodes, all the episodes are on Bandcamp.
Every last one of them. From the first one, we talking about Kanye and his shitty ass fashion wear. So,
And you know what? You call that one, man, because people are not checking for that at all.
well, hello, it's terrible.
So let me tell you what's been going on with me lately. I have been getting up in the morning, getting ready for work, listening to Janet Jackson. That's my girl. Love me some Janet Jackson, man. She reminds me of alto Anita Baker, meaning her songs are meant to invoke feeling. I'm talking about after the early 90s stuff. So
Okay.
with that being said, don't be checking for what she's saying. Just go with the vibe that she feeding you. Kind of like Sade. Go with the vibe that she feeding you. Brandy did that spell. That you just go with the vibe she feeding you. Like, don't be checking for her words, even though
When
words
did
are
Brandy
important.
release
But
her first album?
say what now?
Her first album?
What about it?
Is that when Brandy did that?
Maybe I want to no. Is I want to be down or sit up in my room? I'm thinking about sitting up in my room. Which one was that?
The one on the Way Nick Exhale soundtrack?
Okay, so that was after her first album or during her first album?
That probably would have been around her second album, possibly.
Okay, so I'm gonna throw this out there. Feel free to correct me, guys, but that's when she started slacking up, man.
Hmm.
As far as speak clear, I'm gonna say this about Wale too. Because
Oh.
I know you love Wale.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm all for being who you are, but when it comes to the music and speaking to people and trying to get your message across, it's hard to get your message across when people can't understand what you're saying. That's all I'm saying.
See. Okay, so Wale.
Hmm.
Now, I actually feel the opposite of how you feel about Wale.
Okay.
I completely, well, I don't know if it's certain songs that he has his issue on, but for me, like I'm listening to his words. Like that's what attracts me to Wale is his words.
Hmm.
I have a clear understanding of what he's saying. Brandy, you know, it was a couple songs like what she saying? Huh? You know what I'm saying? Um, but I'm gonna need you to
Yeah.
open up your mouth.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I understand, but I don't know. I can't go there with Wale though.
Well, you may not want to let Wale get it, but he gonna get it
Oh,
tonight.
I let Wale get it now. Don't
Well,
say
not that we're talking about. I mean, he might take it. I don't know.
that. We ain't gotta take it. I'm gonna give it willingly.
Oh, hey, there you go. Here you go, just like a buffet. There you go, Wale. Take your
Yo.
pick. And I feel the same way about your boy, Dwayne Carter.
Wow.
Early on now, oh, he speaks super clear. But early on, people were saying, "Man, I love Lil Wayne. I love him. I love him. Everything you're talking about, I love him." He was actually telling more stories. Subject matter made more sense. The whole time he like, man, what you talking about, dude? I can't
Yeah.
understand what you're saying. I'll say that I was always a Juvenile and Turk fan as far as how they made me feel with the music. But Lil Wayne, I mean, I like him more now than I did then, simply because I can understand what he's saying and the way he raps. I don't know what everybody was listening to that really made them feel this dude. But anyway, unless you want to say something on that,
Well, I do.
go ahead. Go ahead.
Because again, Wale is Bay, but Lil Wayne was like Bay number one.
Yeah, I
Me and
remember that.
Lil Wayne, we've been in this thing for years. Um, we have, fifth, sixth grade.
Hmm.
But I think you hit the nail on the head when you said that he was a storyteller. Like
Hmm.
he really did. He told stories, and I think that one of the ways that people connected with him was because he did tell stories when you can understand him. But for the most part, I agree. He was just kind of mumbling his way through many of the songs. But that could have been a what's the word I'm looking for? A dialect for that area.
See, I can't really say that because you had your people from the same camp, your Turk, well, except for BG. I don't know what BG was saying, to be perfectly honest.
Nope, nobody does.
Cash
But it
money,
sounded good though. Like
hey man, BG was jamming, but I don't know what he was talking about. Juvenile, baby, Plenty Fresh, and No Limit, but I think they're from a different part of New Orleans because they didn't really
mhm.
associate or run into each other like that. But from that same camp, come on, man. Say it with your chest, Lil Wayne. Say it with your
But
chest.
you know what? Having having lived in New Orleans for a while, right outside of New Orleans, having had my share of New Orleans,
New
what?
Orleanians.
Yeah, New Orleanians, Louisianans, but having one in my bed right now. That sounds
Hey,
really bad, but it's true. I mean, I've told you.
hold on. Let's let's clear that. That you two are married.
No, I just go pick them up every once in a while.
Okay,
Not just
well.
not that accent though. No. Oh,
Them girls at Jackson State, and when I was at in high school, man, them girls love that from those guys. I tell you, and the guys loved it from the girls. There's something about it.
it is. It's definitely something about it. And what I found to be really interesting was the accent. It fell on different people in different ways. Even after being with my husband for as long as I've been with him, I cannot understand his sister at all. She just be talking, and I just be like, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I have no idea what she's saying 85% of the time. I've learned to
Ooh.
understand him, but when it comes to comparing those two, I don't know what she's saying. So I
They
think it
grew
had
up
a
in the
lot to do with
same
the
household.
yes, exactly. And his mama the same way. I don't know what she's saying either. I just smile, I just laugh, and I hope I'm not being disrespectful.
She tell you something serious, you're there. Oh, okay, yeah.
Because I have no idea what they're saying. I think it affects people in different ways. Some people just really seep it all in, and some people just kind of stay on the surface. So I mean, that could shine a light on why, you know, they all sounded different.
That could be it, but at the same time, regardless of what your dialect or accent is, some people just don't speak clear regardless.
Very, very true.
My wife gets on me. I can't understand what you're saying. Something got mushy mouth. Said, "Hey,
Ugh.
get it together. Need to start understanding me because as I get older, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna start to slur and mumble more. I need you to understand these things. If I'm choking, oh, he said he has a pork chop in his throat. No, he didn't say he has a pork chop in his throat because he doesn't eat pork. So what did I say? Understand what I'm saying now.
Oh my goodness. But I mean, we get the same thing. At least I think we do. Being from Mississippi,
Yeah, yeah,
both of
yeah.
us. Folks will swear up and down they can't understand what we're saying. And honestly, I've gone back and listened to some of our podcasts. I'm like, what the hell did I say? I think I knew at the time.
Right, right, right.
But I'm like, I need to slow it down or I need to, whatever. Because yes, somebody from Mississippi may understand what I'm saying or somebody, but for the most part, a lot of folks are not going to understand. They're just not.
Well, that could be taking more time with it, just like with your husband, you take more time and you understand, let's say with these rappers, or let's go back to the singers to where
Mhm.
the more you listen to their music, you understand how they say certain words. So
Right.
you know what they're saying. And even if you listen to them in an interview, you say, I understand everything completely. But if you just pass him by, like, what is this dude talking about? Is he even from Earth? What is he saying?
Is he from Earth?
because he could be from Mars, where they found frozen ice, frozen water, not frozen ice, frozen water or something like that. I don't know.
Frozen ice. What is that? It's like super
Oh
frozen.
man. Man, we got all on subject.
We did. Let's bring it back. Bring it
Let's
back.
get back. Let's get back, man. Janet Jackson set the bar for Beyonce, Sierra, and I'm pretty sure I'm skipping people. And you brought up that Tina Turner set that bar for your Janet Jackson, for your Beyonce, for your Sierra. Who else would fall along the lines of that?
Paula Abdul,
Paula Abdul. Yeah, yeah.
Tina Fey. Not Tina Fey. What's her name? Tina McGee. Nope, that ain't right.
Tina Marie? No, because she wasn't a dancer.
She wasn't
Tina
a dancer.
Marie, we could talk about her when it comes to cultural appropriation because people let Tina Marie make it because they say she's a soulful white woman.
Mm-hmm.
So she's kind of like your Adele of today.
Mm.
And I go back and listen to Tina Marie. Yeah, she jamming, but she's not all that good. But we can go from different eras and say who's good, who's not good, whatever. Beyonce, she pays how much to Janet Jackson? I know Sierra does. I've seen it.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I guess when I think of folks who sing and dance, they're entertainers as opposed to artists. I guess when we talk about putting Beyonce in that category, I kind of hesitate. You know,
Because
I think that she has a lot of vocal ability, whereas I don't see that with Janet Jackson.
what?
Yes.
What? What? Man, people gonna hate me. Man, I want the Beehive to get on me. Come on, bring it.
Mm-mm.
She's pretty average when it comes to singing. Like she's not bad. She's not
Mm.
bad by any means. But she doesn't stand out. She doesn't have anything. Let's say like a Chris and Michelle. That girl got talent. You can
She
hear it.
absolutely does.
Or like a Jennifer Hudson. That girl got talent. You can hear it. Beyonce, she's good at you know how people say a jack of all trade, a master of none.
Uh-huh.
Beyonce is a jack of those trades. You know, she's not the best dancer. She does a really good job. She's not the best singer. She does a really good job. She doesn't make the best songs, but they top of the chart. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like she's just
Oh,
she.
see, I am not a member of the Beehive. Let me go ahead
Okay.
and put that out there at all. So I'm not even a fan of Beyonce, but I would never say that she's just a jack of all trades or she's just average or a little bit better than average.
Well, hold
I
on, hold on. I tell
think
you what, she's not a jack of. She's not a jack of that acting. I tell you that. But anyway.
hell no, she not. No, what was that stupid ass line? I'm a whole lot of some a whole lot of woman or something. She just
That's
yeah,
not from
she
that Austin Powers movie, was it? Cause she,
yes. And she running
man,
no.
hey, let me be the only. I'm not gonna say the only person, but let me be the person to say that Beyonce is the one that made me not like that Austin Powers movie. It's not that she didn't fit; she overacted in that movie. That's
Yeah.
all it was. If she would
And,
have scaled it back, it would have been fine.
when her acting is not what's up, it's not. And anything that I've seen her in, even stuff like Cadillac Records, where she's playing a singer, like she's essentially playing herself, even though
Right.
it's not herself. She's just not great at acting. Dreamgirls, she's not a great actor. Jennifer Hudson is a beast. Singing wise, I feel like she's a beast. Acting, she's good. But yeah, Beyonce, she just that's not her thing. Or at least it's not her thing without training. But as I was saying, I would never consider Beyonce's vocal abilities to be average or just good. She is very, very talented, but I think she makes shitty music. She really does make shitty music, which takes away from her talent.
Hmm. I'm gonna let you expound on that because I had to think on it a little bit.
Okay, well, she makes some of the stuff that she puts out. I'm wondering how is that even a song?
Okay.
Like it's like 4 lines the whole time. You
You're
know what
not
I'm
talking
saying?
about the 7-Eleven.
Probably. I don't know none of the songs. Like I would know them if I heard them.
Go back a little further than that 7-Eleven. Throw your hands up in the what you saying? Pull
Throw
your
your hands up at me. Is that
nah. No, that was Destiny's Child.
yes, it was, but I mean, Destiny Child is pretty much Beyonce.
Beyonce and Kelly, man, because you can tell those two voices. I don't even know if you can tell.
But Kelly can
Michelle's voice in that group. I don't
people
know.
can. Michelle has a very distinctive voice.
I mean, she
It's
does, but if you listen to the record, it's like you can tell that Beyonce and Kelly did those parts. They probably turned Michelle vocals down a little bit, so it can, it's more to be felt, not heard. Kind of like good bass. Music nowadays is turn the bass up so you can hear it and not feel it. Anyway, I'm not gonna get on Michelle. I like Michelle. Not, you know what? To be perfectly honest, I don't care. I want her to do well in what she does. I don't have any hate towards her.
not me
But
neither.
to be perfectly honest, I don't care. I like Michelle. Not Michelle. Crap. I'm sorry. I
So we
like
gonna
Kelly.
go ahead and put this little tidbit in there that blind from the truth is drunk or like
I've been indulging. I'm sorry. I've been indulging. But I like Kelly. I really like Kelly. I like her. She seemed like a cool person. I like her music that she did put out. I don't know what she's doing now. I
nobody
like
knows.
I like her looks. Like I really like her looks. I'm saying, man, I would like to hang out with her, man. And you can take that how you wanna.
See, you trifling.
Man,
You are trifling.
she seemed like a cool person though, man. She's very attractive.
No, I mean I agree. I think that Kelly is an attractive girl, and she also is very talented. She sings very well. Now, as far as her getting her shine on with Destiny's Child, to me, it was kind of like David Ruffin and the Temptation. It was like Beyonce and the Destiny's Child. You know
Of
what I'm
course.
saying?
It
Like
was like Michael Jackson and the Jackson Five.
exactly. But yeah, Beyonce makes shitty music, but she has a nice voice, in my opinion. So what were you saying about that?
I was saying that I think her music, except for this last album, it wasn't bad, but I saw that she was chasing the what's current. I can tell. I don't check for Beyonce, but when you are Beyonce and you put out music regularly and people talk about you regularly, you can't help but hear what she's doing. So on
Hmm.
this one, I can tell, and I'm not mad at her about that, but it was more so some of the subject matter that she was talking about, like swallowing seeds and surfboard on her husband. I mean, that's cool. It just surprised me because I wasn't expecting to hear that from Beyonce. My cousin likes Beyonce, and she bought the Sasha Fierce album, and she was
Hmm.
upset because it was maybe what like a two disc and it was 5 songs on each disc or something like that. That would have pissed me off too. And I don't know what was on it. Maybe Halo. So I'm be perfectly honest. I don't check for Beyonce, but I mean I don't know what to say because I don't check for it. But from what I hear, I like it for what it is. She's not a Janet Jackson though.
I mean,
Is that stuff gonna be Janet Jackson stuff? Is Beyonce stuff may be classic, maybe, but Janet Jackson stuff is like almost timeless though. Like
uh,
almost. I'm not talking about everything she's done, but you still playing Janet Jackson from the '80s, man.
am I? No. I don't know. I tend to look at these things very. I don't know. I'm very biased, so I'll go ahead and admit that. And I'm just not. I just don't see what the hoopla is about Janet Jackson. She can dance. She does not sing badly. If you like that type of voice, which I don't. But I don't get what the attraction is there. I mean, she's pretty, but I don't get what the attraction is to her as an artist. Maybe as an entertainer, yes, because she does get down at her concerts, and she puts on a show and you get your money's worth from what I hear, which is great. But as
Because that's
far as
what
her
you
being
want.
like, is it?
I mean, if you paying your money on the show, that's what you want. You want to be entertained.
And that's fine live, but
But
as
you got
far
a
as like,
person, but you have a person like Sierra. I don't know if she passes the test
she
of
don't.
being a good live singer,
She don't pass the test of being a good on the CD singer,
a good studio singer. Man,
whatever you want to call it.
man,
She
that's
don't pass
that's
that test either.
wow. let me backtrack to Janet Jackson looks. She was pretty, man. What she did to her face, she mangled her face like Michael Jackson mangled his face, and
Ah,
Jermaine. And have
mm,
you seen that show with their
yes.
grandkids? They look like a bunch of weirdos. I mean, I'm not the coolest looking dude by any means, but they look like a bunch of weirdos.
um,
And I don't know if they had surgery early on, or maybe that their parents had their surgery. So the
no, that is not how genes work.
I'm just saying, just saying, like it maybe it was possible.
I don't think that's how any of that works. But
Maybe.
honestly, now that's one thing I can give Janet Jackson. I feel like her surgeries have actually they look good. You know,
What?
like I do. I think she looks good. As far as people who have had like facial surgeries and stuff like that, looking all weird after the fact, I don't think she looks weird. She looks pretty.
Her nose is like it's missing,
The whole thing.
basically.
Jesus. Oh my goodness.
No, and cheekbones are so high, man. Man, your cheekbones look like you
But
got
it
you
works
know
for
how
her
like you got them
face.
swollen eyes, bags on the eyes.
I think it works for her though. Thinking of how she looked as what was her name on Good Times, Penny?
Penny, yeah.
Yeah, thinking of how she looked on there, you know, I think she looks pretty close to that.
I'm gonna give a disclaimer. ALP and I, we rarely ever seem to agree when it comes to looks of females, of black females. I don't understand why we can't get on the same page, but we just don't. And maybe I don't get on the same page with a lot of people. If I don't, hey buddy, screw you. I know what I like.
Well, what he like is wrong. So trying
Nah,
to put
man.
that out there. But yeah, Sierra, no studio singing. Just don't sing. Just dance. Let somebody else sing for you. As you dance. Jackson, I don't know who that is. Janet Jackson, continue to sing and dance. It does not hurt my ears. Mary J. Blige, don't do either. And
Man, I ain't
so,
lying. Man, you know what? Janet Jackson is the only person I've seen gain a lot of weight. But when it's time to go on tour, she look like she never missed a gym a day. I don't understand how she does it. That can't be healthy.
well, I'm sure it's not healthy, but it works. Who cares about health when you can look good? Hello.
I mean, yeah, and you're getting millions off your tour. I mean, I'm assuming. I don't know. I don't know what her cash or check stub look like. I'm assuming she's making a lot of money.
Yeah, I would assume so.
So you can say that Beyonce is not better than Janet Jackson.
I don't think that I don't think it's a fair comparison just because Beyonce doesn't have the longevity that Janet Jackson has.
She's
She
working on it though.
she's definitely working on it, but she got a long way to go. If that's one thing that Janet Jackson does have, it's staying power. And she's amazing at that, you know. So I don't think it's fair to compare that right now when it comes to Janet Jackson and Beyonce. Because Beyonce ain't there yet. Now if she just stops right now, then of course Janet Jackson's gonna be better. But if we had this conversation 20 years from now, we'll have a
Mhm.
better idea of what's what.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. That's like people who, and I don't watch sports, but people who compare your Michael Jordans to your Kobe's and LeBrons and all these people. First of all, it was a different day and time, and how much time they played in the game, and what they actually brought to the game, and championships, how many wins they actually brought home. We still didn't really touch on Tina Turner though.
Well, let's touch on Miss Tina. That sounds weird, but let's do it.
I touch on she kind of hey, I like her. She kind of attractive. Crap, I keep thinking of Angela Bassett. I'm sorry, but yeah, Tina
What
Turner
the
is
hell?
attractive. Cause what's love got to do with it? That's what I want. Man, that's still one of my favorite jams. I'm not lying. What's love got to
Oh,
do with it?
you gonna
That
say one
that
of my favorite
song?
movies?
Oh no, I can't watch a movie like that. That depresses me.
Are you serious? Oh,
Yes, man.
why? No.
He whooped that woman 2 ways from Sunday.
Yeah, but other than that,
other than the most important part, the reason of her making the movie, other than that,
Well,
besides that,
okay, so a little bit off topic. For real, she and Ike both said that there was some creative the word I'm looking for.
liberties.
Yes, exactly. Some creative liberties taken with that film. I remember like years ago reading an article with Ike. They were saying, but you signed off on it though. And he was like, well, you weighed $5,000 or however much it was in front of a crackhead. Of course they gonna they gonna sign over anything.
Right, you right.
And they came to me with, this it wasn't even really a significant amount of money. Saying we want to make this movie. This is what's gonna happen. And I was like, yeah. Just run me my money so I can go get my next hit. So he was like, just because I signed up for it, don't necessarily mean that I agree with it and that these things happen. That's just where I was in my life at the time. All right, Ike. All right.
So what you're saying is, it's a fact that he did hit her, but the manner in which he hit her can be debated.
You know, Definitely the manner in which he hit her can be debated, but maybe not the frequency. Like just knowing how abusers work, you don't just whoop somebody once a year. Like it don't work like that. You
Yeah.
know,
Happy
um,
birthday! Wow.
you know what I'm saying? Like that does not happen. But like the scene with the shoe and the limo and all that stuff, whatever, I think both of them have come out saying that that didn't happen. It didn't happen like that. Like she did, there was an incident where he beat her before a concert or something like that. Maybe even that big one that was a part of the movie, but it didn't happen like that. That was a creative liberty that was taken by the director and the story writers and or whatever.
Huh. Because it's all about sensation. You got to sell sensation.
Exactly.
Yeah. And Tina came out looking like an angel.
She did, and I'm pretty sure that in that situation, by all accounts, she probably was. I mean, because there's nothing that a woman can do to justify getting beat up on. So yeah, she's an angel.
There's nothing a woman can do.
Absolutely not.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Ever.
Ever.
You killed my mama, I had the right to hit you.
Well, okay, come on now.
I'm just, hey,
No, no.
no, I don't.
I wouldn't kill your mama.
But I'm just saying, like, it's one thing you can say in most cases, in the majority of all cases, or whatever, however you
But
would
that
say it.
wouldn't be domestic abuse, in my opinion.
I can understand you saying that in most cases, there's no reason, but not ever. Come on, hey, like Chris Rock said, there's a reason to hit everybody. You probably shouldn't do it. There's a reason to hit everybody.
Chris Rock is wrong. So in a situation like that, I wouldn't consider that to be because remember we're talking domestic abuse. We're talking about spousal abuse.
Oh, I'm sorry, I've been
Um,
drinking. My bad, guys.
so we're not talking about you hit my mama or I'm about to defend someone else or I fly into a rage or I'm under extreme emotional distress or whatever because of something that happened and I lose my shit. No, we're not talking about that. We're talking about you walk up in the house and you smell my freaking marshmallow candle scent and you just bust me upside the head.
Cause
No,
you
that's
know I'm
not
allergic to
appropriate.
marshmallow. You know I'm allergic to marshmallow. You know it.
Like that's not okay
So now my
at
nostrils
all.
swell, my throat swell up. I can't breathe. I need to hit somebody.
No, what you need to do is go over there and blow out the fucking candle like a normal person. That's what you need to do. No, you're not get to hit me because I'm burning a candle. The hell, that's not no, it's not appropriate. Who solves their problems like this?
I'm about to die. Come here, let me hit you.
You would think if all that stuff is happening to you, I should be the last thing on your mind as far as you need to hit somebody. You should be trying to remove yourself in a situation so you don't die.
I'm upset. That's what it is. I'm upset. I can't breathe. I need to exude more energy to chase you around and call 911.
But yes, there are very few circumstances in the world that I feel like somebody should be hitting on somebody else just like on a regular basis. Just cause these leaves blew over across my face, I'm upset now, so I'm gonna hit you. No, that's not
That's right.
appropriate.
Hey, you get a spider on your face and you're afraid of spiders.
What? Please just knock it off. Don't smack me. Jeez.
Oh, shoot. Oh man. let's let's go ahead and end this. I think it's gonna be a short one, but it might not be. Let's see when I finish editing it. But let's go ahead and end this one. Oh
So
man.
we've been completely off the topic. I don't what we go
I don't know what we're gonna title this one. I don't know.
I don't know. We'll figure it out though.
The Window Seat Podcast, where you get your fix of fixins. So, like a platter, you have fixins or whatever. Not like that Thanksgiving stuff. I don't believe in Thanksgiving. You know, thanks to Native Americans for
Are you eating on Thanksgiving though?
I'm eating,
See,
but I mean
we
that
need you
don't
to have some
mean
morals.
but what I'm eating. You know, that's the thing. It's not like I'm not eating turkey and dressing. No, I'm gonna eat
Uh-huh.
because it's a
So
day. Maybe I should just fast on that day.
maybe you should go to work.
No, because no one will be there.
And you need to take a stand.
I mean, I could take a stand and go to work and look like I'm crazy for breaking and entering. But I tell you where I won't be, Black Friday. I won't be there.
What? Why not?
Oh man, for one, I'm not gonna give them my money. For two, I mean, hey, I seen better deals. For three, I don't need any of that stuff. But if I did need it and it was a deal, maybe I'll be there. But I'm not going because of the hype. You know, it's not like, oh, it's Black Friday sales. Let me go and see if I can find something. It'd be different if it's, I've been meaning to get one of those. I'll go.
Has nothing to do with the keep our money in our pocket, hit them where it hurts, yada yada yada.
Um, no, it don't. It should, but it kind of doesn't. Like I fall along the line with that, but it doesn't because yeah, for another podcast, I can't even process anything that serious.
All right.
um, all right, guys, this has been the Window Seat Podcast. We have things on Instagram, the Window Seat Podcast, Twitter, the Window Seat Pod, Facebook, the Window Seat Podcast, Bandcamp, the Window Seat Podcast.bandcamp.com, SoundCloud, / the Window Seat Podcast, I think. What am I missing? YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
check for it. Website coming soon. Yeah, I don't know.
All right. Well,
I just kind of
that
gave
sounds
up
about right. So it's all right though. So every check for a new episode on Wednesday.
on
Every Wednesday
Wednesday. That's what we're working
on
towards.
iTunes.
If we're not there every Wednesday, get on us and let us know that we slipped.
Yes. Or better yet, just head your ass over to Bandcamp and listen to the archives.
Yeah.
You know, you can do
Download them and
that
take them
while
with
you
you.
type us an angry email. That works.
This has been the Wonder See Podcast, man. See you guys later.